The helmet I have with me today I would definitely describe as eagerly anticipated. This is the Biltwell Gringo SV. Obviously it's very pretty looking, maintains a classic simple silhouette and shape, comes in some very eye-catching colours, meets the newest ECE 22.06 safety standards and is very competitively priced. These come in at £250 as of the making of this video. And it further extends the very popular lineup from a very popular brand for us, Biltwell. You may already be familiar with predecessors like the original Gringo, for example, which was a very slimline helmet, obviously very good looking and again, very affordable and definitely sold well for us. They later introduced the Gringo S with a visor this time if you wanted to go for that option. And now obviously we have a new option from them in the Gringo SV. Visually, this helmet stays true to Biltwell's design aesthetic. It is very uncluttered. It's got new increased functionality like the vents, which I'll get on to describing in a few moments, and it is obviously bang up to date with safety standards, meeting ECE 22.06 safety standards. Still very affordable, £250 like I mentioned previously. They are currently available in 8 different colours. I'm sure we'll get more in the future. It's not something Biltwell slack off from. We've got some very simple options at the moment. We've also got some more eye-catching versions if you prefer. I'd say probably the most eye-catching version is the grape colourway I have here to my right, and it certainly is a brave choice, but I really do like that. They make these using an ABS outer shell. On the inside they have an EPS inner liner for shock absorption. As you probably expect with any helmet that meets the new stricter ECE safety standards, it is slightly larger and slightly heavier than predecessors, but not significantly so. It is still slimline, it still looks small from the outside, which is always one of the big selling points of any Biltwell in the past. In case you're wondering, having weighed these in the studio, they're around 1,600 grams. You'll notice looking around the helmet just how simple a design it is. It maintains this vintage, classic aesthetic, a little bit bolder in design than some. I'm speaking specifically about the vents you've got down there on the front. I really like those scoops around your chin bar. And you've also got vents obviously at your brow, openable and closable. You can just open those that way. And of course that will allow airflow through, and you've got a spoiler on the back, really subtle lip. It's not too exaggerated at all, but that will allow airflow out the other side, which is always good. The injection molded visor has been improved, more specifically the mechanism, the hinge on the side. Now it's not pin lock ready, I would prefer that, but it at least is anti-fog and anti-scratch. And changing visors is pretty simple. You have a Phillips head on the side there, so you can either use a screwdriver or a coin works in most situations. And they've given it, I think they said, more robust dents in the mechanism. Either way, you can see the Ratchet System definitely locks into place more securely than it ever has done previously. And it has a very simple locking mechanism. It's got this little piece of brass on the side, which comes from their popular lane splitter helmet. On the bottom, you will notice it uses a double D-ring closure system, which is nice and secure. And of course, the liner is fully removable and washable if you ever need to take it out. You've also got little cutouts, little recesses around your ears if you need to fit an intercom system. Now, these are samples, so when it comes to sizing, I'm going to say for the most up-to-date version, you can find our size guide on the website, and we have links in the description. But our experience of these samples tells us that they fit very similarly to Biltwells that you may have tried in the past. So if you know your size or if you know how these fit on your head, then there are no surprises to be found necessarily. What we have found is they are a slightly more universal fit than some Biltwells I've personally tried on in the past. So they've opened up their bracket ever so slightly. It's also worth noting that they have a slightly narrower opening, so you'll notice that first putting the helmet on, but obviously you have more room once you're actually finally in there. And they are slightly on the rounder side. Now, it's not worth unduly worrying about, but if you know you have an overtly oval-shaped head and you find these to be a little bit on the tight side, maybe try a size up. I will leave links for these in the description. You can let us know what you think of them in the comments section, and I'll see you soon.